Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a quick demo of 3 different ways to stake tomatoes. This is the way I've tried this year. This is the old tried and true tomato cage, concrete wire, 5 foot tall. Which works well, works great. But I thought I'd try a couple of different ways this year, and I thought I'd share that with y'all. And I'm in Zone 7, Alabama, and yes, I've got started late on our tomatoes. We had a lot of rain and didn't get to work it exactly planted as early as I'd like, but finally got them in. And these 3 different types of tomatoes I'm going to show you today is they're all planted at the same time, planted from seed. All of them are Italian heirlooms. These I've did with the cages, and I've put hay as mulch around those just to keep the ground cool, retain moisture, keep them having the hole tiller. And the next ones I'm going to show you is I've tried some rebar in a back to Eden garden, and I'll show you how that goes just in a second. But anyway, right, I'm gonna just kind of speed up just a little bit. There's 2 or 3 plants down here that I planted late, just in the ground, seeds, not plants. I planted seeds just to see how it would work out. I'm going to tag those and kind of keep up with them and see how they do compared to the ones that I transplanted. You can see how small they are. They may not even have time to make anything. It's almost the end of July. But anyway, the pepper plants got planted late, but they're doing well. We'll do something on that later. But anyway, let me get to the rebar tomatoes. I'll be right back. Okay. My tomatoes was always outgrowing my cages, so I thought I'm going to try just a little test deal. And anyway, I got me some 10-foot rebar, drove it in the ground 2 foot, so I'm 8 foot tall now. And this is in my back to Eden type garden that I'm trying to mimic. This is only the first full year the wood chips have been down. These tomatoes are doing pretty good. Like I say, everything got planted late. They went through a couple of floods, like 5-inch rains in one day or less. So they're struggling just a little bit, but if you count the time that I put them out a little bit late to start with, they're actually doing okay. And I think we will get a few tomatoes off of these, maybe. But anyway, that's the rebar deal that I've got trying in the back to Eden garden. And so the next one, I'll show you. I'll get back and get a longer view, or maybe you might can see a little bit more. It's hard to get all the rebar in. But anyway, we're looking at 8 foot tall, which I don't know if the tomatoes have the time to make it that far this year, but we'll see if they do or not. But anyway, I'll show you the last way that I staked or caged or got them going. See how that works out. Okay, these are my cattle panel tomatoes. They're all the same kind. All of them's Italian heirloom. All of them, believe it or not, was planted at the same time. And I don't know if the video shows it or not, but the ones I did on this cattle panel, which I went ahead and mulched them just a little bit earlier than I did the other ones, but these are taking off a little bit more. I put a little bit of compost around them and put a little bit of mulch on them about maybe 2 weeks before I did the ones in the cages. And of course I didn't have to do them on the wood chip in the back to Eden garden style. And these are just taking off. They're for being planted at the same time, same seed, started to seed at the same time. These are doing great. Now, like I say, I've planted them so late, I don't know if they're gonna have time to make it all the way over the top. We'll just kind of have to wait and see how that goes, because they like a long way. They're only about 3 foot tall now, but they already have they're getting tomatoes loaded up with bloom. So we'll give you update in a couple weeks. Thanks for coming along.